Hi, I'm Annie and welcome back to the channel, and this is my final update on some of the produce that I grew from shop bought food, not seeds you'd buy in a packet at the dried stored stuff that you'd buy. The main crop that I was interested in was the chickpeas, because my runner beans have grown well this year and they've flowered well this year, but they haven't given me a single, I think I got one bean. And the same with peas, they've given me next to nothing. So I've started looking at other drought resistant food, and they said that the chickpeas was really good for that, and they have proved themselves really well, and I'm going to be planting those in future and not even bothering with runner beans and peas. So the first time that I grew them, I put them in a little pot, put them in water, soaked them overnight, then planted them the next day. Germination rate was really good. Then I transplanted them out here and they did quite well. I hardly watered at all. I would probably say 5 times maximum, because the ground was a little bit wet when we first started, but I haven't really bothered with them because I've been busy with other stuff. I kept checking on them, they looked okay, so I just left them to their own devices. And I actually grew out of a handful of the seed things these. I've weighed them, 438 grams out of sort of like 1 metre by 1.5 meters square. They were spread out quite a long way. Like I say, they grew well, they were very easy to harvest. I pulled the plant up, I put them in a bag and left them in the greenhouse to dry, and then I stomped around on the bag, broke up all the dried pods. Then what I learned from the lentils when I did those was to just put them, take out most of the shucks or the shells, and then put them in water. All the rubbish comes to the top, skim that off, and then wash them off and dry the peas, and then you're back to here again. They're not sat in water a long time, 15 minutes maximum. It took me to sort of like clean them up. So yeah, I was absolutely thrilled. So thrilled that I've replanted. These ones here are no more than 2 weeks old. I would say they're about 12 days old. And these ones, I watered the ground, I direct sowed, and then I put some wood chip on the top, slightly less wood chip where the seedlings I wanted them to come through. But yeah, these are already doing well. They've only been watered twice. So I watered them the next day after I planted them, and I watered them today. We're already here. The other nice thing about them is you don't have to wait for them to get to this stage to eat them. They were really nice at the little pod stage. The peas were nice if you wanted to have the peas out of them. And then even the sort of like when they were almost ready but they were still green in the shells, they were really nice. They had a really nice nutty flavour, and like I say, really easy to harvest. So this is my go-to. This is my second crop. I think we're going to be going into October this year, hopefully, and that should either give me some dry peas, or if not, it would definitely give me sort of like some mange tout beans. But yeah, if you're going to want to be planting or having green peas, I would go for these. I'm personally, it's my own personal preference, I am not bothering with normal peas and beans when the weather is like this. Another update for you is I washed and dried the lentils that I grew. These were, you can't grow these from shop bought lentils because they are split lentils. You have to buy the seeds. I grew them last year, a small amount. From there I've managed to get plant a load. Again, germination of my own seeds was really high compared to the ones that I bought online. They don't take up an awful lot of room. I'm still learning how much space they all need. Going back to the chickpeas, I think I would have had a better crop if I had watered. But like I say, I hardly watered because I wanted to see how they would sort of do, fending for themselves basically. But yeah, I was really, really pleased. I'm going to move on to the black-eyed peas. They're in the green, they're in the polytunnel still, but I've also got some dried out. But that's another crop that I was absolutely made up with. So let's go and have a look. Some of my black-eyed peas look ready, so I'm going to harvest those off and see what they look like. Very soft, the skin still, so they may be better if I leave them to dry, but I'm going to open one. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm going to leave them in there and let them dry out, and I should do the rest the same. These ones are nearly ready, they're almost dry. I would say I'm going to give those another week. It doesn't matter if they dry here or, you know, dry on the plant or dry indoors, but I think they just need a little bit longer. These ones over here, I'm going to pull these in, but yeah, I was so absolutely thrilled with the old black-eyed peas. Germination rate was really high, nearly 100%, I would say. So these I would just shell these and put them in a warm place for another 2 or 3 days, and then put them in a jar for long-term storage. When I started this, it was all about trying to grow my own protein, because if we didn't have shops and stuff like that, then protein would become hard to come by. And could I grow stuff from stuff that I had in my cupboards? And the answer is yes. Not as many beans on here as the chickpeas and stuff like that, but certainly more than the runner beans and other peas that I've grown. I'll just turn the camera round, and these are the old mung beans that I planted. Again, I seeded them from, I know they're shooting mung beans anyway, so they're always going to shoot, but I wondered if I could get the actual beans from that. And yeah, these weren't quite as easy. When I planted them, they just didn't do anything for a very, very long time. It wasn't until I put this thick mulch on that they suddenly started to do something. So they obviously need like pretty wet conditions, I would say. I've grown quite a few different tomatoes this year, so they're all doing well, so I shall harvest some of them in. Peppers, again, doing very, very well. And these peppers were just ones that I'd grown from a shop store pepper. They were red peppers, so I was hoping for red peppers, and I don't know if I'm supposed to leave them in and they'll turn red or whatever, but I've been eating them as baby peppers because they've got so many on. I've replanted some lettuce. So these are ground cherries. I've not grown them before. You've got a nice little flower coming, or nice little flowers on them. I'm going to tie these, give them a bit of support in a minute, and see if I've got any courgettes down in here. Aubergines have flowered, so I'm hoping that they're going to fruit. But my cucumber, like I did a bit of a video on my water system failed and I lost all the cucumbers, but I trimmed them right back, and I've got a couple trying to do something. Whether they will or won't, I don't know, but I've left them in anyway. So I'm just going to have a tidy up in here, really. that's it for my quick update. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone that has continued to watch and support the channel. Till next time, bye.